I have a
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
I have a ring on my forehead because I laundered my hat in French detergent. So now my head is this color.
It barely shows up. I said whoa because it looked like you got a haircut.
No, want a haircut desperately, but need to wait until people speak English. So I'll be getting one in London next week.
Well, it looks very nice, slicked back the way it is right now, kind of.
We'll be in
Thank
Glasgow first, but you're saying you don't want to risk it.
I said where they speak English.
Yeah.
I need to be able to understand the barber. He just starts chomping at my head. Give me what's left of your legacy. Give me those. You won't be needing them where you're going. With Lund.
They bring a goat in to nibble on your hair. I think it looks better than it did when it was freshly shorn because it grew out a little and time heals all wounds. Never mind.
Look at that.
Yeah, but straight on in the camera, you really were pulling something.
Well, make sure you blur what I just did then, Becker. Don't let them know. I want them to think I'm perfect and I've never aged ever. You need to maintain that for me, Becker.
Okay.
You have the keys to the kingdom.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, can you just show me from my eyebrows to my nose? I think that's my best angle. It's just this segment. I bought a umbrella today to use because it was raining. My body was too broad for it. It didn't work. Looked like my arms were crying because they were wet.
You need a golf umbrella.
I need to lose weight, like the breadth of me. Like my width needs to go down because I'm losing everything on this front axis, but like sideways, I still occupy the exact same space, and it sucks.
I don't know that anywhere. Yeah, it's not going to narrow your shoulders.
I need to shave off some of my shoulder meat. So, Becker, if you can get on that. Becker, you've been losing it all day. Why don't we hear from you?
I mean, yeah, I got into it with several strangers.
Go on.
I'm fucking losing it. I don't like being put under. I'm very anxious.
Oh, it's that you're anxious about.
Yeah, it's that and the other thing. She's good now. She's alive, and so's the kid.
Do you want to tell everyone about this, or you just want to exist in this shadow realm where a woman?
I'll be that vague. I've talked about it on the Patreon. The Patreon people will know what I'm talking about.
You're talking about Maria Menounos. She had a healthy baby boy.
Yeah. So that's good.
You're talking about Alec Baldwin's wife
that you lost it on.
There was a lesbian couple on the hill whose dog chased me.
Hate crime?
And then I was like, you need to train your dog, when she kept being like apologizing while the dog was still trying to nip at me. And then
she was like, sir,
girlfriend ran out of that.
Do not talk to me that way.
Sir, like, don't talk to her that way. Yeah. And I was like, you can train her too. And then she was like, fuck you. And I was like losing it. And she just like grabbed her dog and went inside.
Did you slur?
And then a lady who was going like 4 miles an hour on Main Street.
Did you slur?
No, I didn't slur. Got into the like straight lane on Commercial, and I was turning.
So that means the other ladies couldn't drive in it.
She was like, nice car. And I was like, you drive like shit. And then she lost it, and I just turned and went away.
So a woman gave you a compliment and you lashed out.
Yeah, she was driving 4 miles an hour.
But she said, nice car.
All through town.
Like,
I followed her for like 7 minutes. It's a 2-minute drive. I fucking hate it. And yeah, I yelled at another guy in traffic.
What was his deal? What did he do? Say, hey, nice day we're having.
No, he was also going like 5 miles an hour on Main Street.
I've been on that Main Street.
The fucking
How fast
25 mile an hour speed limit so that cars charge their goddamn batteries. It's not just an arbitrary speed that they picked for the entire fucking nation to obey. It's so that you don't ruin machinery. And when I'm driving 4 miles an hour, it's just draining my fucking car. I want to kill these. I want to kill everyone.
That was Becker's
audition. All right, we're less than 5 minutes in. Drop a C word.
Yeah, and he's already auditioning for Falling Down too.
All these people are draining his battery, that's for sure.
It's because you're scared of going under for your tonsil surgery?
I'm sure that's why I'm like extra ready to yell at people, but every part of me would just stop short of yelling at these people on a normal day. My temper's there all the time. I just normally am stoned and calm enough to not fucking tell everyone about it.
Yeah, you have a real short fuse. You're like Lund.
And I think I've walked like 15 miles today.
Okay,
I was trying to burn it
you're
off.
not like Lund then. I take it back.
I walked from here to the dog park and then did the river trail and then went up and then walked over to the trailhead and then walked the 2 loops at the top of the hill.
It's cool that they have a dog park and you got some Fruit Loops.
Yep.
Is that what you said?
And then walked home. No, there's 2 loops. The sandstone loop and the wormhole loop.
Maybe we can push you all the way over the edge on this pod.
You certainly did your part by pushing back 7 minutes and then coming in later than that.
Well, I pushed back 3 hours.
Becker called you a couple slurs.
Good. That's fine. Bemoan me. Lund, you were 22 minutes late yesterday. So, how about
Allegedly.
that? Allegedly. We were
That
here.
was due to the time difference, not me.
Yeah.
I think that was lost in translation.
Well, I'll tell you this. I got home at like 11:03 and used the toilet for the first time in about 6 days. I have been completely backed up, and I haven't talked about it on here. I haven't made it my whole thing like you guys would. But yeah, I have been eternally bricked. Every meal I have has been stacking up like pogs. And finally, the slammer came through and cleared the board because I'm talking probably 8 to 12 pounds of moldering fecal matter just came out of me. Yeah.
Is that closet toilet okay?
No, it's not. In fact, we have to, when I'm done podcasting, we have to leave. Our lease has been annulled, they said. I mean, if Becker, if you were on this toilet, you would have gotten taller. It was fucking crazy.
You're like John Wayne.
I've been secretly eating Miralax over here and like stool softener and not letting anyone know. Because then it just becomes the whole talk of the day. Oh, Sam, are you going to go? Buddy, have you gone? Oh, buddy, how you feeling? So, yeah, I've just been grinning, bearing
But watch
silent
2025.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
we're here. Like whale
French
watching.
Reporters outside of your Airbnb. There's the helicopters.
Shutting the blinds. Yeah.
It's day 6.
So we really spent a lot of money thinking they were going to take a longer time picking a pope, but we have the choppers anyway. So we've got a guy in the third who has been carrying around a lot of doner kebab, and he's had steak frites twice. So we're going to go see what he's up to.
Did you? So you had gone since you were over there and then got clogged up, or was it travel related?
I think I came in with a full bandolier, and I just couldn't get the bullets out of the chamber.
Doesn't answer my question at all. Did you shit before the 6 days?
It doesn't sound like it.
I came in preloaded, and I arrived in Amsterdam, and I added to my own calamity, and there were some flirtations of using the toilet. I went in there, I batted my lashes, I blew a kiss from across the bar. But yeah, every time I sat on there, it was like, what am I waiting for my mom to come back? This is a waste of time. So I
on the toilet.
Yeah,
Mom, I'm done. Trick your butt into thinking that you're done.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, I finally rocked the Casbah, and I wish Emily was not mad at me so I could tell her about it.
What happened?
I had to shoo her out of the room. I said, "Beat it, Toots. I got to keep the lights on in here." She bought a new watch today. I've been making fun of her. I was like, "That's what you need for sure,
Another
a new watch." That's what I said.
She showed us she bought a second watch, and she already has another one. It's just at home, right?
We have.
So she's stacking.
Now.
She's stacking them up.
Yeah, she's like Sir Mix-a-Lot. She wants to know what time it is in that ass.
Huh. Do you like the new one
No.
more than the old one, or what?
No. And also, I think that me being so backed up hurt my back because I've been crook-backed. Lund, you know what it's like when I'm crook-backed. I waddle around. But I think after I just...
Yeah, I guess.
I just broke open the seventh seal, so I think that I'll be good.
That's and good. It was all steak?
I've had steak 3 times. Do with that with you will. That information's for you and you alone. But yeah.
Bleep it.
It was a real mortar.
Oh, dude. What was I going to say? Oh, I need to send you an article about allegations against a comedy club owner that we know.
Brother,
you probably wouldn't.
That article's been flying in. No, I got it. Mark Norman sent it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mark sent it to me, and I was in the ballet. And at intermission, I opened my phone, and it said "Comedy Addict owner deposed," and I was like, "Oh wow, that's fun." Yeah, poor guy. In his defense, I heard she was hot.
I guess. Poor guy. It's a very long article. There's a lot of people who were not stoked.
Yeah, and I'm not signing up for Bloomington Daily. Yeah. What did he do? Goose somebody?
I read it. I read it.
Oh,
for
what
free.
was it?
Just, getting chummy with certain staff and comics. And crossing boundaries, the way he would talk or touch, and then his wife emailing the paper and being like, he doesn't remember doing anything. He's a good guy. Also, they were going to get divorced. Now they're not. Just a lot of, I'm sure he was power tripping. He's like the main guy that you had to talk to do comedy in Bloomington.
He hung out in the green room.
His empire.
He was in the green room
crumbling
all the time.
You wanted to cancel him because he didn't get out of there when we were there.
Get out of here. I don't want to talk about Operation Ivy. I need to do a show. Fucking beat it. Melon Colin is fine. There. Are you happy? Is that enough?
They had a couple solid songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought maybe we'd blind item it, but I guess not.
Why?
Also, Limestone kept... in 2020, they kept all the submission fees, and I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that one bit. So, God bless everybody in Bloomington with whatever comes next. I'm unwrapping presents. It's Mother's
like
Day, so I got
next. Is a Twix to your mouth.
Stuff.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day, Dog Mom.
I don't even know what this is.
Dog Mom,
Girl Dad. Never seen that in my life.
I can't see what it is. You didn't hold it in frame.
It's a giant piece of art that I have no idea where it's from or where it's going, but it's right next to me. It's hard to tell what it is.
Looks like the bowl after I just used it.
Oh, it's a lady. It's a naked lady. Whoa, she's got them.
Wait. Hold on.
All right. Time to end this podcast early. I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, Emmy heard what you said about that photo of her and Katerina and how you masturbated to it, and she has questions.
That was a joke, I promise. I did not do anything. That was a riff. That was funny. What I said something about putting it into an AI, ChatGPT or something. I don't remember, but it was all fake.
Yeah, I think what you said is I don't
find Emily attractive. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
there's that.
Probably the diabetes took your vision. I think that you said you were going to get one of those like preloadable like picture frames that are digital, and you were just going to put that picture on that frame on repeat, and you were just going to stare at it in your room.
Well, I would probably use AI to increase the proportions of
certain elements,
the two of them. Well, so it starts normal, but then each
both the women
more and more ridiculous. But no, no, I would never. I've got the entire world at my fingertips when it comes to stuff to jack it to. I don't need Katerina and Emily to be in there.
Yeah, but think about the taboo aspect. That's probably what does it for you.
No, not me, buddy.
What does
I
do it for
DH
you?
them. I use AI to make instead of making their tits bigger and bigger, they get younger and younger.
Yeah, they're 2 years old. they're like big-eyed Ann Getty's babies. They're both in tires or pumpkins. Yep. And I'm like, and then I come over and I'm like, what the fuck, Lund?
Pigtails. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Pigtails. Kool-Aid mustache.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, gross. All right, I creeped out my own ass. What do I own? The comedy attic? No, that wasn't what was being alleged. We're saying all this shit on the free one. Hey, why not? We're going to be deposed.
Well, I mean, it's public. It's public information.
Yeah, it's been published.
I know, but then I'm bullshitting. I'm riffing. I'm going to get us.
Yeah,
in
I don't know
trouble
what he
with my
did.
riffing.
I know that he did make me feel uncomfortable. So I stand.
He
with the
insisted on
victims.
watching. He insisted on watching baseball while we were trying to watch playoff basketball. No,
That's right.
It's not a crime in Indiana, but it should be.
Oh, dude, Lund, I didn't know if you saw this, but I feel like we should break you the news on the pod. Did you see who died?
Sabu.
Yeah, dude, Sabu's in hell.
Yeah, and I
He just
saw
went
like
through the
one
final
or two
table.
posts. Yeah, I saw one or two posts that kind of did the thing that where you say something about "I hope you're at peace now," which makes me wonder if he did it himself, if he got brave.
Yeah.
I mean, he was always
he gave
brave.
himself a double underhook DDT.
He was
so hard to do.
He was suicidal, genocidal,
yeah.
homicidal, and now brave. Yeah, well, you know what? And you know what else I thought of is he just had like 2 weeks ago. He had his last match against Joey Janela, and it was barbed wire, and everybody loved it. Like it was good. But when he was on Dark Side of the Ring talking about FMW, you know that dude Hayabusa broke his neck in the ring and was paralyzed. Sabu said, "Yeah, he didn't die, but he was paralyzed, and I'd rather be dead." So I wonder if he, just without being able to wrestle anymore, like knowing that his career was definitely done, maybe he didn't give a fuck, you know? I think actually he was down here. He may have crossed paths with Becker, and Becker might have taken out some anesthesia adrenaline out on him.
Did anyone try and hit you with a moonsault on your walk, Becker?
A moonsault?
Yeah, did you
Is this
no
a
sell a
wrestling move?
moonsault? No,
I didn't.
Why don't use context clues? What do you think it is?
I didn't know what it was. I thought you were talking about kooky Sam stuff that I didn't know, and then I realized it was probably a wrestling move.
So when I talk, you just hear gibberish and goo goo gaga.
No, sometimes you talk about weird stuff that I don't know about until you talk about it more.
Me talking about weird stuff? The man who was just on stage
Yeah.
here in Paris and said how funny it would be if I came home to find my wife and father cheating.
Oh, yeah. How did that go?
It went great. Just imagine how I would be ruined if Emily and my dad were in here having an affair in the building I paid for. It would ruin my trip.
Yeah, I mean, what's French prison like?
I don't know, but it might be the most French crime that they could commit. A grandfather,
Definitely
a little
is.
girl laying down. Just saying.
Wait, did you do stand up? Is that what you said?
So I get hit up to do stand up, and I'm like, I don't know about it. And then I get hit up, and this guy's like, hey, I work for a French media company, and there's a game show over here, and we're looking for comedians. And I was like, okay, well, I can do a show tonight. And he was like, okay, I'll be there. So he comes, I do the show. Afterward, he's like, that was exceptional. That was super. Oh my God. It was so good. You improvised the whole thing. And you speak French? And I was like, what? And he's like, yes, you speak French, correct? And I was like, no. He's like, oh, this is not good. And I was like, what? And he's like, well, the show's in French. And I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, total waste of time.
He assumed because you were over there?
Yeah.
That's not how it works, Pappy. You don't have to you don't have to pass a Duolingo level in order to go hang out in France.
No. So what could have just been a fun podcast ended up being this fun podcast, which is 3 hours later, which is fine. You know, I'm not mad. No one's mad. No one had anything else going on. So that's good. Lund, you don't talk to your mom. Becker,
Becker's
yours is coming in on a go-kart. No, Becker's talk.
Yeah, my
Talk to me,
mom's driving down. We're gonna have dinner now, and then tomorrow she's gonna take me to my surgery.
Is it in the Springs or Denver?
It's in Lamar.
Oh no, Pueblo.
Even worse.
Bargain basement prices.
Oh yeah.
What are you
You're not going to be under very long.
No.
You're going to get your wish and wake up halfway through the procedure.
Yeah, they're going to hit you with fentanyl and you're going to love it.
Oh wait, we probably shouldn't joke about worst case scenarios for old Freakazoid before he goes and attacks a couple of gay dudes.
Becker, it's going to be fine. People do this shit all the time.
Oh, I know. It's not rational. I've been put under a bunch.
Well, yeah, but those are mostly Dutch ovens. Over.
I just hate it. I hate that no one can explain how it works. They
I
don't
can
know
explain how it works.
anesthesia works. They don't know.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I got you.
No, they don't.
What was that noise?
It kills you a
coughed.
little bit, that's all.
They send you
you're
to
half
limbo.
dead.
Yeah. Yeah, you're with
But
God
they don't
and the devil.
know how it acts on your system.
So what? You need to know how stuff works before you do it to yourself?
Yeah, it's the same reason like flying upside down in a plane would fuck with me because it doesn't make sense.
No one's asking you to go into, Mach 10.
Yeah, but I don't like things.
Maybe
that
that's how
people
they'll
have been
put you
studying
under.
forever, and they're like, we don't know how it works. Like fuck that.
I think they should
I
just
don't like that.
flip you upside down until you pass out, and then you wake up and you don't have a nose or whatever they're doing to you. You haven't really
I'm
told us.
also worried they'll blow out my eardrums because that is a possibility.
Yeah, but who cares?
What
You're already
is-
a dizzy bitch.
Me, I make all of my money with headphones on.
We'll get you a new role in the operation. We'll get you a broom and you can push dust around. You'll be fine.
And clean the church.
Yeah.
I know. I just don't want to have like 6 weeks of healing or some shit.
Becker, how much money would you need to become Lund's slave for a month? Let's talk about this.
What would that entail?
I mean,
Who
you know what
knows
the word
with
slave
Sam's
means.
fucking warped mind.
Oh, ask
Well, you're not
Lund.
doing
Lund will tell you what it
dishes
means.
because I'm doing dishes.
You love dishes.
I'm doing laundry. Maybe you do a little laundry. You would certainly go to Safeway and Walmart because I'm so fucking sick of both of them.
You pick up Creech.
you'd have
You
to
have
get
to
some
blast
stuff.
Stone Cold's music.
I hit her with that on her birthday. She came to the car.
Down out. The
glass broke.
Yeah. I imagine there's a lot of like dog walking and like, what's this
I like
boil?
walking our dogs. You don't have to do that. Yeah, you'd have
Yeah, but
to
you can,
inspect my body, measure my skin tags and
Tick or
Oh,
Zick.
okay, the price is skyrocketing.
moles. The
Oh, you don't want to
watch.
investigate him?
No, I don't want to investigate anyone.
Oh, imagine
That's
just
not fun to me.
You could inject
Dude.
my Manjaro.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I couldn't do that.
you can be the Amerigo
Doesn't have to go into a vein.
of Lund's body.
Nah,
No,
just
anyway.
the needle. I couldn't do it. Makes me so fucking wiggy.
Man,
You can wear a
before we
wig.
got going, I was really cramped up. My stomach was fucking hurting. I did Manjaro 2 days ago, and today it was fucking turning my belly into knots. It sucked. It was annoying.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, that's
Man.
me, man. I've had the clamp down on the constipation, and finally
you
the
hurt?
levee broke, and Treme is buried. Yeah, I've been hurting.
That sucks.
I know, but I don't tell anyone about
Speaking of, prayers up for Pysher. We had a fun show last night at the Dad Lounge, and then today we ate breakfast at Bob and Earl's, and he apparently had a seizure on the drive from Bob and Earl's to Mutiny. So I don't know what's going on with him right now, but hopefully he's okay.
You shouldn't have got him the disco pancakes. What were you thinking? Why'd you order him the laser light show? What the hell?
Hey, it wasn't his first time at Bob and Earl's. He knows what the decor is and the theme, and it is disco brunch.
Yeah.
Strobe Light Sundays, Mother's Day Madness. There actually were a few themes on top of each other today. So that might have been... No, it sucks because it's not like when Mama has one, I always think, oh, good. I'm just
She's
annoyed.
a dog.
But
Yeah, it is
really, they
different.
are potentially... No, but they're potentially deadly. No, I'm just saying like seizures. I'm always like, oh, yeah, if you have seizures, then you have them. It's fine. But that's
Right,
not
yeah.
really true. It's like anesthesia. That you don't know if you're going to come out of it.
Yeah,
But he did
yeah,
come out
it's
of it. He was just still discombobulated or something. So I don't know. I haven't heard from Andreas or Lasso. So hopefully he's all right.
No, they probably emptied his pockets and took his shoes. Those two? They're like Toadvine from Blood
Shaking
Meridian.
on the side of the road.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably pulled his pants down and instead of putting the spoon in his mouth, they put it in his butt and they said, stir the soup. And then, well, they had the Wonder Twins with them. So Besserell and Lasso abandoned Pysher's writhing body. What happened?
No, that was the joke, dumbass.
Oh,
they were with them and they stayed with him. But then as a riff, Jesus Christ. Are you having a
bit of
seizure?
delay here. No,
I also feel
no.
bad. Last night at the show, Jeremy went up first and he was very funny. And then I went up and said, wow, Jeremy Pysher, you guys couldn't tell, but he had like 6 seizures during his set. He's getting better. Prayer works. Next thing you know,
Jesus.
dead in a ditch.
Dead
with his pants wriggled down to his ankle.
Yeah. It's the last thing you do when you have a seizure to death is you just shake your pants off and you're standing there just glitching.
Shake your money maker.
Yeah. People come up and they put dollar bills in your underwear. It's a bad way to go.
He was over by the high school. Thank God it's a Sunday, or else he could have gotten charged. He wakes up from a seizure. He's in prison. He's in jail. He's handcuffed or he's in the hospital, but he's handcuffed to the bed. He's like, "What happened?"
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know what happened, you pervert. He's like, "What?"
You were shaking your huge dick at a bunch of children. He's like, huge, huh? Yeah, that was me.
Shit.
So yeah.
Well,
but how was the big show?
Jeer.
No. The show was good. It was fun. There were a lot of people there. Lasso is taking on a difficult task, which is to run his special or like formulate it on the road. But the special is all about where he grew up. South side of Chicago, like 5 minutes from where I grew up. So that's weird. But like 2 towns over is where he lived. Yeah.
Did he reveal in his hour that? And I remember growing up on the South Side. There was this fat little boy.
He doesn't talk like an old black man. No.
And he would always come.
He's code switching.
He would always come, and I would have a big hot dog because that's what you get in the South Side. You get hot dogs and bullets. And he would always come and he would eat my hot dog and then go back to Evergreen Park. I think his name was Bund or Lurd. I'm not sure. Is that how it goes? Is he doing black voice?
It was a lot of hot dog stuff. No.
Oh. You said yes already.
But that was sarcastic. You have lost a step. You had a seizure last night.
There's a huge delay here.
There's no delay.
There is a delay.
Becker?
There's a delay.
It keeps coming and going. It's on Sam's end, and it's like a half
like
second, but it's coming in.
It's like I'm 8 time zones away.
Yeah,
It's
not
an away.
Yeah.
Well, Becker,
anyway,
but it's not great.
Becker was messaging me last night, and he told me the show was great, and I was glad to hear that.
Yes, but it is a tough task to try and run a very specific comedy set outside of that area, and then especially to be in a small town and talk about a neighborhood in a big city. But that's just how it has to be. He's got to get it ready, and It was
For
fun.
Broadway?
And I think that was the first time he tried to do it.
Yeah.
So I would imagine, he was looking at his notes a lot, which obviously affected any like momentum, but he definitely got some good laughs or whatever. And it was just also weird because so many people came through that didn't seem to check in on the show at all. Like they knew there was a show, they had to pay a cover to get in, and then they just like went and sat like away from the stage and talked or played pool. And it's like, why did you pay $10 to not enjoy the show? Like that was annoying. But most people
Pysher
did go and listen and had fun.
Pysher should have done his closer to start with, and done the bass on the boat. No, he's okay, and we're all thinking about him. And this is it's a pro Pysher pod.
That's right, and we're also pro sponsor. Incognito mode is a false sense of security. Third parties can still see what you're up to at 4 a.m. You hear that, Sam?
What?
You better change your tune.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
You do bad stuff on incognito mode, and you think that you're scot-free? No. You're going to prison.
Scot-free's my username. In the Red Rooms.
Scott Peterson.
Where I watched
Was
the
your
Pink
best friend.
Ballet.
It's time to get some actual privacy with ExpressVPN. That's right. ExpressVPN hides your IP address, making it difficult for those third parties to see your internet activity.
Thank
It
God.
works on
I'm
your
tired
phone,
of third
your laptop,
parties
your
getting my
tablet,
ass.
You vote third party, and that's why we keep losing.
Nader. Who's we?
Everything stays private, even when you're browsing on the go, even when you're in Paris, France.
What?
I use
That's that?
ExpressVPN. Yeah, you're in trouble. I use ExpressVPN when I want anonymity as I surf the web. I like it because it gives me anonymity on the web. Rated number 1 by top tech reviewers like CNET and The Verge, this is definitely the tool you want to be using when you Google the answers to all of your late night questions, like, how do you make a bomb? Am I gay? How gay am I?
Yeah. Look at this. Who am I?
How bald am I? Yeah, you're Nicholson.
That's right. I'm Nicholson, man.
You just Google Jack Nicholson departed GIF, and then
I mean,
you close the laptop.
Nicholson's been real quiet recently. Makes you think. Maybe he should have had ExpressVPN for his real life. That would have been helpful.
Is that right?
But no. Oh yeah. I mean, where's he been? I bet he's. I don't know. There's been some messes. He's probably hanging out at the Comedy Attic.
Last I heard, he was going to go hang out with Gene Hackman. So I don't know if he made it out of there or what. They haven't found him. They haven't said anything. Maybe he wandered off into the desert.
Dude, Gene Hackman's fucking wife died, and then for 5 days. Did we talk about this?
No, it's fucking crazy though.
Dude, he 5 days, he's demented. He doesn't know where his ass is, and he's got 4 hands. So just so imagine this. You're Gene Hackman.
He's wiping everything except for his ass.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. His wife's dead in the room.
Right. He has to be reminded
himself.
He has to be reminded constantly who and what he is. And then every now and then he comes out of it and he's like, oh God, I killed a Chinese lady? What the hell? And then, just mail on Sunday, staring at the fucking wall for 12 minutes and then just, oh God, no! The Orient has pranked me yet again. Or he remembers it's his wife and he's like, oh no, my beautiful wife. Oh, I loved you so much. Who's this Chinese lady? What's going on? He's just in and out of it. He forgets to eat. And then every now and then he wakes up and he's like, who ordered dim sum? He's like, his fucking dogs are eating his wife. His dog and cat were eating his wife. And he was just trapped in there for 5 days because he can't remember how to use a doorknob. Isn't that fucked?
Yeah.
You know what's not fucked? ExpressVPN.
Yeah. That's right. Protect your online privacy today by visiting expressvpn.com/chubby. That's expressvpn.com/chubby. And you can get an extra 4 months free. expressvpn.com/chubby. How about it? Are you dying laughing?
No, I am. Sam's in real pain.
He's doing Hackman?
Hackman. Yeah, no, it's just... I mean, I assume Gene Hackman's probably killed a Chinese lady before, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
not again.
Yeah, he was probably
I hope I used ExpressVPN when I ordered this one, so there's no paper trail. He thinks he got her through the mail.
Prayers up for
I
Hackman.
hope she showed up dead.
Yeah. So he's okay or no?
I'll tell you this. What?
Hackman's not all right? He's dead too.
Hackman's dead. We were talking about him being dead for the last 5 minutes. Are you talking about Nicholson?
We have another sponsor?
Yeah, go to the bathroom, Sam.
I did. It was momentous. It was a huge deal.
If you're going to ignore your family for 6 hours of gaming, at least sound crispy while you do it. Turtle Beach is your answer for the best gaming gear on the market. That's
God,
right,
I love
our
this
two favorite
gear.
sponsors, ExpressVPN and Turtle Beach. We use them every day. The Gen 3 Stealth 700 headset is amazing. The battery lasts for 80 hours, and it even has a quick charge option if you need to get in the game ASAP.
I do.
These are the best in
I
the
need
biz.
to get in that game. I got to be in the game.
I've worn headsets most of my life. I've worked in call centers up and down the Appalachian Mountain Range, and I'll tell you, Turtle Beach is fucking crazy. It's nuts how you could listen to God. That's how crystal clear these things are. They make it so that you can talk to Gene Hackman's lifeless corpse for just a couple minutes on his way up to heaven.
Dude, there was an Indian girl at the show tonight, and I was like, oh, India, right on. I was like, oh, Pakistan really got caught with its hand in the cookie jar, huh? You guys slapped that hand away. You said, no treats for you, Pakistan. She loved it. But you know what she really loved? Well, I could hear everything she said because at the show I did, everyone was actually wearing Turtle Beach headphones. So I did the show. I did the show upstairs, and it was kind of like a silent disco. It was really cool. And yeah, people could turn on their headphones and say, I'm Chinese or I'm a Tunisian. There was a Tunisian lady tonight who said, do you even know where that is? And I said, bitch, you picked the wrong one. And then I really let her have it. But she heard every nasty thing I said crystal clear through her Turtle Beach headphones, which you can get through this podcast. Yeah.
Connect to your phone for taking calls or listening to music while you play with the industry's first ever cross-play dual wireless transmitter system. It's pretty amazing. That's right. Head to turtlebeach.com and use code Chubby for 10% off your entire order. That's 10% off your order at turtlebeach.com with promo code Chubby. After your purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Support the show and tell them we sent you. Get the ultimate immersive gaming experience with Turtle Beach today.
I'm using them now. Turtle Beach. Imagine that a beach is a turtle.
I wouldn't like Turtle Beach because you lay down to try to get some sun and relax by the water, but it's all turtles on the beach, so they just slowly carry you away. You know, you fall asleep for 45 minutes, you wake up, you don't know where you are. I mean, you're just a little bit down the beach.
Yeah,
it's discombobulating.
Down the
you're
beach.
like Pysher.
Yeah,
Pysher has a seizure. The turtles carry him away. He's like, what the fuck? I don't remember being at Turtle Beach. I thought I was at Monkey Beach.
Yeah,
I was at Monkey Beach.
Monkey
I'm
around.
positive.
The last day in Key West, we went to that beach where all the turtles had hatched that morning, and most of the beach was covered in turtle shells. And that was pretty fucking gross.
I didn't put any of those eggs in my pocket. I didn't take any of them back home and raise them as my son. No. We left them all there, like soft little eggs. They're so soft, I've heard. I didn't pick one up and crush it to test that theory. But yeah, it was it was nuts. It was like Easter happened the day before and everyone was hungry.
It was
would
everywhere.
Yeah, that would be weird looking.
I would like to swallow a turtle egg. I just want to feel what that texture is because they're soft.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The egg is
A
not
turtle
hard.
a turtle egg is like almost, I don't know, kind of like a tanga egg, I guess.
It's like gelatinous, right?
Yeah, it's like gelatinous, and well, I don't know about gelatinous, but the shell is kind of like paper, like wet paper. Yeah, and if you put one in your back pocket and you forget it's there, and you sit down, oh my god, is it a mess? It is a huge mess. And it sucks. You know what doesn't
You guys
suck?
only saw the remnants.
Yeah, we went too late in the
No
day. And
turtles.
I think we were
Yeah.
there the day before or 2 days before, and there was nothing there, so it had just happened.
Yeah, but we were walking around and we kept saying, God, it's like walking on bubble wrap. It's like, why is the sand popping? So yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe we got in trouble. Speaking of Lund, you get into Glasgow the 13th? Is that right?
No, I leave Denver Tuesday evening, so I won't get to Glasgow until like Tuesday or Wednesday morning.
Okay. Yeah. We get in Wednesday as well, the 14th, for our big shows, Glasgow, London, Manchester. Come see the show. Good. I was worried you were going to be the
Jeremy,
13th by yourself.
Oh, right. No. Last night after my set, Jeremy plugged those dates, and I said, "What are you doing? Nobody's going to be in Glasgow in 6 days. It's nice of you to put it out there, but I don't think you're going to help me move any hats in Scotland.
No, but it's
Trinidad
the
to
thought that
Scotland.
counts. Yeah.
It's the last thought he had."
Come on. His body might be cold.
I think I would know. I would feel it. I have a connection to everybody in Trinidad, so I kind of know when they're going through stuff.
That happened at
Becker?
like 11 something, and he was online 2 hours ago, so I think he's all right.
Oh. And
Usually goes and
nobody needs
sleeps.
to tell me anything.
That sucks, but he usually goes and just sleeps it off. He usually sleeps like 16 to 20 hours after he has one.
After? Oof, jeez.
Man, I wish I could have a
Maybe
seizure.
I have seizures.
I think it really
Yeah.
takes it out of you to wiggle like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Mama's out of it as well.
Every neuron firing, just a full scale alarm going off. It's like being in Rammstein. It's like being in that Prodigy music video. This has been cracking me up. So for my book, they have to do a legal read of my new novel, my forthcoming novel. And I don't know if you guys have ever read a novel. I'm doubting it that you have. But if you use an excerpt from like a real song, you have to get clearance. So it'll be like, thank you to Columbia House for granting, Bob Dylan, and then whatever song you use. Someone at Random House is going to have to go to whoever owns the catalog of the band Slipknot and be like, hey, there's an upcoming literary novel, and the author has used the opening to Wait and Bleed. Are you guys cool with this? And what if they say no? What if Slipknot turns me down for being in my book?
I've got some other songs you could use.
Dude, the first 4 bars of that are so perfect
Dragula.
for what's going on. No, not Dragula.
Wait, but it's just because you're referencing it, or is it because you typed out the lyrics?
I don't want to give
song?
away too much, but maybe the
Shut
main
up.
character and his maybe the main character and his boyfriend attend a Slipknot show in Las Vegas. Maybe that's in the book. Maybe they fly across the country to go see Slipknot because his boyfriend's a jarhead who loves energy drinks. Maybe that's that, Who knows?
And then do you like type out some of their song lyrics, and that's what triggers the need for clearance, or is it just using the name of the band?
Here, I'll read it to you.
No.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Why?
Because we'll have to edit it.
You have to edit out Slipknot?
Why?
Oh, you can read the Slipknot. I thought you were going to read like a passage from your book. I was going to be like, there's no way the publisher would like that.
Oh, I can do whatever the hell they want. I can do me. Here. Yeah. What? Yeah. The bass came in, the bass from the song, and in the darkness, 1,000 maggots sang. I felt the haze rise up in me, kneel down and clear the stones of leaves. I wander out where you can't see. Inside my shell, I wait and bleed. So yeah, that's in my book. And I just want to be at the meeting where they have to like sit down with Clown and Corey Taylor and be like, hey, so first of all, Random House here. We're all big fans. We all love What the Knot's Been Slipping. Anyway, there's this book coming out and Wait and Bleed is used. And they're like, we want $1 million. And they're like, we're calling Mudvayne.
Right, yeah. And just so you know, Sam also is a big fan of Mudvayne, so don't act like this could be a back and forth, or it could just be a one and done. It's up to you.
Yeah.
If you want to be in there, don't try to go for the brass ring.
Yeah, I mean Mudvayne would work. Dig.
I'll bet the response will be, well, as long as he uses the word wander instead of wonder, then we're okay with it. And then you are like, nope, it has to be wonder or nothing at all. And then the book
You've
never
really
comes
painted
out.
me into a corner. You're like that bitch from Tunisia who didn't think I knew anything. And I put
Where
her in
is
her
Tunisia?
place. Oh, who fucking knows? I think the Caribbean. No, it's in North Africa. It's near Algeria,
Yeah, that's
Morocco, and Egypt. The capital is
right across
Tunis.
from Spain.
Yeah. She was like,
I wouldn't
Americans don't know geography. And I was like, you know what I know? A bitch when I see one. And I high-fived a guy. No, I didn't say that. But I walk around in Paris with this like projected fear that everyone thinks that I'm an unwashed pig, because I am, and everyone thinks I'm dumb and uncultured. And then that came out of me. Just so happened to be on stage in the bottom of a Turkish restaurant. Call the cops. I didn't go Michael Richards on her, you know.
They would have loved it over there.
Oh God, you're telling me.
As long as he said it in French. It's so funny that guy assumed he
Noir.
spoke French.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot.
I know, it sucked. And I was like, I thought I was going to get 5,000 euros to be on a game show over here, but no. They did say I could be the human dartboard.
Well, yeah, they still have you on, and then the host says a bunch of stuff, and you're like, what? And then they all laugh, and then say something in French. You're like, whoa, whoa, hey, what?
Yeah. Then
Slow down.
Then they pie me. They hit me with a pie.
I do wonder how far that would have gone if you were just like, yeah, I speak French.
Oui, yeah, ouais, yeah. Parlez-vous? Mm-hmm. Oui, yeah, oui. Oh, no. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Set. Mm-hmm. Puis-je voir? Oui. Yeah, then I just get there and they're like, bonjour, Monsieur Tallent. And then I can't even do fake French.
Oh, no, I'm saying you just show up and speak English, but you just tell them yes and then show up at a French TV studio, and now they can either get a translator or stop production and find somebody else.
Hey, Sam Tallent, hell of a pleasure to meet you. What's up, Paris? Your laundry detergent has done a real number on my head. What am I, Jack Nicholson in The Departed? Clapping. Bravo.
Yeah, been like
throw
Chris
flowers.
Farley on SNL when he was in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very weird sketch because Mike Myers is hella Japanese. I put The Love Guru on the other day and made it like 12 minutes in. It's weird. It's like, what? I guess he probably thought he was untouchable. He could do whatever he wanted. Nobody could get mad at him. And then we did. He was like, shit. All right.
Was he brown in that? Did he do brown face?
I don't think
he doesn't do brown, but he
died.
does every other
voice.
part other than the face. Yeah,
The voice is weird. He says he's like from Indiana, but lived in India for a long time. I don't know. But yeah, it was just a lot of weird choices when really he had the world by the balls.
He could have done
really anything. Yeah. And I did want to keep watching. I can't remember why. Megan might have put the kibosh on that.
You probably can.
But I kind of wanted to see how bad it was. You know what I just watched that everybody loved, and Megan and I did not, is Heart Eyes. Oh, yeah. But I was going to ask Becker if you saw it, but it's a horror slasher.
No.
It came out like early this year, and I thought everybody loved it. but I thought it was kind of dumb. It didn't make a lot of sense. A lot of really bad, like, a lot of made the characters do a lot of dumb shit for the sake of like a funny little moment or something. But then it just kept taking me and Megan out of it. The gore was good, and the beginning of it was solid, but then it just kind of went all over the place, and we were kind of like, what the fuck? Everybody loved this.
Huh.
But what are you going to do?
Didn't see it.
You know?
I was too busy eating the worst sandwich I've ever had.
Really?
What?
Guys, I didn't want to bring this up.
That was possible over there.
Me either. Emmy, we walked up. My dad wanted to see Jim Morrison's grave. I was like, great. What's next? A giant Gundam? So we go up there, and on the way up there, you know, my dad's, you know, Riders in the Storm. He's singing the whole way. And there's a sandwich shop, and Emmy darts in. I'm like, get me whatever. It's a sandwich in Paris. It's impossible to fuck up.
Yeah, can't miss. Riders on the Strong. Was he doing that?
Yeah, I said that today. I said that exactly today, Lund. I literally said that.
Nice.
Riders of the Strong.
Why didn't we do that when we were doing Wide World? It was hot.
Oh, I don't know.
We were tired.
It was hot. Yeah, we were just happy to be in the shade. We were drinking out of fountains. But yeah, here's the sandwich. Red snapper. Strike one. Hard-boiled eggs. Strike two. Huge, thick slabs of red onion, uncooked, and red bell pepper. And then to cap it all off, feta cheese with, you guessed it, anchovies.
I mean, I think if you replace the snapper with like chicken or roast beef, I would love that sandwich.
If you get rid of yeah, of course. If it was a different sandwich, yeah, I bet it would be good.
No, just the base meat. The rest of the crazy toppings would all go good if it just wasn't on snapper.
What about sardines and hard-boiled eggs? Get those out of there.
Yeah, that part sounds good.
I'm talking about a palm thickness cut of red onion. Eating it in a graveyard as your dad's crying. Think about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your dad's just weeping, saying a silent prayer to Jim Morrison, saying, Lizard King, we haven't forgotten you.
No, he did not. He's writhing.
Yeah. My dad just kept yelling, ride the snake. Yeah. It was
pressing his body up against the bars outside of the plot.
We had to peel him away. Anyway, so the sandwich was bad, and my dad was sad.
What did your dad eat that looked fake? I told you it looked like AI. It was like a bread bowl with hard-boiled egg and like tuna fish.
That was
crazy.
Fucked.
Olives, green olives.
I know.
Yeah.
So when we get home, Dave T is officially checking into the mental ward because we went and ordered sandwiches, and my dad was last in line. So when he comes out,
he had the most time
Yeah, he has all the time in the world to figure out
not blow it.
What is food I've seen before. So and also, my dad is like, "Oh, pizza!" I hear him say pizza. I'm like, "Well, I don't know what the fuck he's seeing over there, but I better call Brookstone and see if they still have the Tallent family room available." And so he comes out, and it's that pizza you described. It was a round, like personal pan-sized pizza. So it's a piece of bread painted with red sauce, and then on it there's a bed of tuna fish, green olives, and hard-boiled eggs. And we get home, and I'm like, Dad, hold on a minute. I got to ask you something. What the fuck happened? And he says, I don't know what happened in there, buddy. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, picking it up and smelling it. And he's like, there's no cheese on this. And I said, Dad, where on this pizza do you see the possibility of cheese? And it wasn't, remember, this pizza wasn't in a lead box. You know, it was wrapped in saran wrap. He picked it off a shelf, and still he came home and was like, this is a weird pizza. There's no cheese on it. So, yeah, I made him eat it. I made him eat the whole thing.
He hated it.
I don't care.
He's crying. I guess
mean, he
Jim
would've made
Morrison
me-
ordered this.
Yeah. He's like, oh, this is what killed Jim. How old was he again? 28? Dad. My dad's watching the Nuggets game in the next room. He's been very quiet. Oh, fuck. Nuggets are about to lose.
Are they down?
Yeah, down by
Damn.
6 with 20 seconds left.
It's not over.
It's...
They scored 8 points in the first quarter, which is real rough.
finito, bro. There was an Italian guy at the show. I made him say the word okay. He said it exactly like I wanted him to say it. Slam dunk. I said, ladies and gentlemen, I rest my case. Yeah, it was fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta say we gotta tell people to check out the new Wide World, dog.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
It was awesome. We did an
I haven't watched
experiment on
it
this
yet.
one. We put it out at 8 a.m. on Sunday to see if we would like accrue a bunch of views over the course of Sunday. And I think that we shot ourselves in the foot, but it's very funny and we're all super funny. David Bory's hilarious. Yeah, the VO I wrote, I had a fever, so it's just insane. It's pure
Oh
insanity.
yeah. That was the tail end of just a wild weekend of potting and stand up in vans.
Yep. Shenanigans. It was pure vanarchy.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, me and Clay had a million of those.
I'm excited to watch it. I'm surprised that it's as long as the first episode, but the first episode worked even
have
at
so much
45 plus minutes.
And also, it's
Yeah.
not just that we have a bunch of shit. It's also the fact that you're super funny. Bory's super funny. I'm keeping up. Pat gets his shit in there.
Appearances.
There's 2 cameras now, as well as Pat's camera. There's just so much beautiful footage. The boys really cooked on this one. So, yeah, I don't know. It's good. I hope people will say, oh, I like this, and then they'll share it. That's what you can do. It was my birthday on May 2nd. No one said a word. But if you want to get me anything, listener, why don't you share Wide World on your Instagram? Why don't you go ahead and do that, or your Twitter if you're, activated. Blue Sky, if I don't know. Do we have any Blue Sky listeners? Lund, are you on Blue Sky? How's it going over there?
I did not go over there.
Good.
I was on
Busy
Twitter
on
since
Threads.
Yeah, I'm getting suckered into Threads pretty
Get
often
off
because
of Threads, man.
there's the little who cares? It's fine, but between Facebook and Instagram, they'll always have like the little section where it's like, oh, check out this thread. It's usually something that fucking grabs me. So I get in there and then I start scrolling Threads, but no Blue Sky. I was going to say I was on Twitter for a long time. So I follow a lot of like journalists and shit. And I know it wouldn't be difficult to do that on Blue Sky, but I just don't want to. So I haven't, but it is a fucking cesspool because not too long ago I went on the For You. Oh yeah. God, it fucked up my whole day. I went on the For You side of Twitter and normally it's like a lot of different, clickbait, like stupid videos. A lot of them are funny or, but it's random. And this day, for some reason, it was all fights. It was like every other post was like a fight in a school or a playground or, and I'm going to watch a fight or two, but they added up. And then I was like in a weird mood the rest of the day. And I was like, man, it's because I watched a bunch of like high school kids wail on each other. And half of the time, one of them doesn't want to fight. And it's just such a weird exploited, like every kid has their phone out. It's just so gross. So that sucked. But I don't think I'm going to go over to Blue Sky
Well, hey,
and hear
if you're
about
like
voting
Lund
blue
out
no matter
there
who.
and you're getting nuked by the algo, why don't you come out and see us? Clear your brain. Come see us in Glasgow, London, Manchester. Come see us next week. I think there's 80% of tickets are sold, which is pretty cool. Eindhoven, Netherlands, the 31st. Boston, I'm doing one show in Boston. I think most of the Fancy Lad crew will be there. So bring your boards. Eugene, Oregon, Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, Auckland, Perth, Dayton, Ohio, Salt Lake City, Irvine, Seattle, Charlotte, New Brunswick, Tempe, Royal Oak, Burlington, Timonium, Denver, San Diego, Portland, Maine. Come out and see us. Becker will be at every one of those shows if he survives his surgery.
He's gonna
and if you don't see him,
he's gonna hear everybody in the crowd.
If you don't see
He's gonna
Becker
hear like a freak
at a show coming up, it's because he's dead. So just, remember that. Becker, do you have anything you want to say to the world before you are taken away from it and might not return?
No, I know I'm being a bitch and I'll be fine. It's okay.
Becker, I didn't want to say
actually,
this, but you probably won't be okay.
Well, I feel like we should say this, Becker. We were going back and forth on whether we should tell you or not. I think we should. The anesthesiologist in Pueblo is a big fan, and we paid him to get you a tattoo while you're under. So you won't feel it, but you will have another one. And so you maybe will freak out at the idea of the pain that you won't feel, but you'll know that it happened. I don't know.
It's a Donnie Galinas tattoo. And it says,
what was it? A life in music. A life in music.
40 years in show and song. Yeah, life in music. All right, guys. I love you.
Oh, man.
Join the Patreon.